awkward step. What was that like living through with everybody watching, everybody knowing your business?
Bro, that shit was hell. Cause you gotta understand, yo, like the shit started off with my daughter's situation. You feel me? And then it just never stopped. Everything just kept declining. And it was like, I believe at the time, it was just like on some shit. It was just bad luck. But when you sit back and you start thinking about the shit, when you're out of the situation, I had the wrong people around. You know what I mean? And it was like I'm doing so much and I'm doing a job too. And it's not no excuse because you got paid, of course, to be the boss. But when you insulate yourself with the right team, shit like that don't happen. You know? And that's why I just feel like in this chapter of my life, that shit was supposed to happen like this. Some people don't they sit back and be like, damn, nigga went through hell, I'm just give the fuck up. I'm not wired like that. I'm more like a nigga who's basically walked through hell and happy because my feet keeps working, bro. Because I know I'm gonna get through it. I just gotta learn this lesson. And every loss is a lesson. I always tell people that shit. I could have sat back and like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna go to Zeus, I'm gonna go to this, I'm gonna go to that. Nah, my nigga, I'm not being a puppet no more. I called myself a boss, and then I turned around and got fired. I'm talking about boss. So I have to really sit back and really calculate my life. That's why people ain't see me outside like that. People ain't see me parties, like, because at the end of the day, when you're starting to grow, you gotta step back from everything and clear your mind, because at the end of the day, there's no backup plan for niggas like us. You feel me? You're the backup. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I had to sit back and like, nah, I can't do this, yo. And I just changed a lot of things in my life. Like, you see, I started bodybuilding. Like, who the fuck would they see to do bodybuilding, you know? I had to take that almost as my therapy. To not crash out, because I had things to crash out about, but then it's like no one hears you when you sitting there basically crying, bro. You sitting crying out for help, but no one hears you because you helped everybody else, you helped yourself, and that's the point. You know what I mean? I see it right now with certain situations, big name people. You know what I mean? People don't want to say it, even with Diddy. You know, wild fucking people, even though, you know what I mean, he's going to do it. No one says nothing about it. Yo, Diddy, hold your head. Niggas rapping crack jokes, and it's like, damn, man. Niggas really have family on that other shit. You know what I mean? At least niggas can sit and say, yo, hold your head. I don't know why we going through this whole shit, bro. I ain't heard nothing from nobody, bro. I remember how many people I really put on. Niggas ain't have no real talents, no nothing. And I sat there and made sure niggas making 6 figures a year and better. So it was like, where was the remorse for me? But then I had to step out of that shit because a lot of people want to fucking play victim. I'm not a victim, bro. I just went through some situation and I had to get myself the hell out of it.
Well, first of all, good to see you on your feet.
Good looking,
like, first of all. Second of all, I'll get back to that. When the first domino fell, right, and you're thinking to yourself, it's not that bad. I'm trying to, this will blow over, this will go away, right? But then the next thing happens, what was the point when you realized it wasn't going to stop? And this downward slide was going to continue?
If you're thinking of selling your home soon, you don't want to miss out on this. Not only will I buy your house fast, I can also pay your next month's rent, mortgage, or cover your moving costs. I'll buy your home as is, in any condition, no matter the price. You can leave anything behind and you don't have to clean up or fix anything. If you like what I'm talking about here, I want to give you a free offer for your home in just a few minutes. Scan the QR code you see on the screen beside me right now. Grab your smartphone, open the camera app, and point it at the QR code. A new window will open, and you can answer a few simple questions about your home and request your free offer. I'll make this process so easy for you. I'll buy your house as is, meaning there's no need to fix or clean anything, no fees, no realtor commissions, and you can leave anything behind. Make sure you spend.
Hey y'all. Oh, y'all came?
Honestly, it didn't stop till I hit the bottom. It didn't, because it wasn't nothing. It was like the train was moving and I couldn't get in front of it. Like regularly, I'm good at getting in front of some crowd. But I couldn't get in front of most of this shit because it wasn't nothing I could really do. It was people that was
It's cold, y'all.
doing this shit. And it was like
Real cold,
see
y'all.
it coming. A lot of shit I didn't see coming. I'm like, oh, and they had me stuck to the point that I was resting myself. I'm sitting there like,
get my socks.
Shit, this person did this shit to me. Oh shit, this person did this shit to me. I'm sitting back watching that shit, and it was like that shit had me almost dumbfounded to the point that I couldn't react. I'm quick to react and get shit solved. I couldn't solve that shit. Which one hit the home?
Ooh, it's freezing. Yeah, I was sick. I'm still not feeling that good.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people that just like,
I feel like taking another nap. I need to eat. I couldn't eat anything yesterday. It was terrible. And then I couldn't sleep. But I'm here, y'all. Good morning. I thought I saw something else I wanted to watch. There we go. And the Deathly Hallows. I love the Deathly Hallows. It's a good movie. Oh, he got 500,000. I love John Denton. I love his content. I definitely want to do a reaction channel when it's mostly like, not mostly, but do a reaction channel where y'all hear me listening to my favorite old rock songs. Like, what people don't realize, my first love was rock music. Um, Heavy metal to be exact, because growing up, I would play Guitar Hero. That was my favorite game. Still my favorite game. Y'all, low key, I think I'm gonna buy it. Y'all, I should have bought that for Christmas. I should have bought Soul Calibur and Guitar Hero. Those are my two favorite games. And growing up, all I would listen to was like Slipknot, and that's what I was listening to. Not just Slipknot. I had a whole list like Dance Gavin Danzig. Like if you're a real heavy metal like back in the day, so it was a huge pot of them, and they're still touring. Like Pearl Jam, System of a Down, Slipknot, they're still touring. As an adult, if it's not in like somewhere I can sit down, I'm not going to go mosh pit at a Slipknot concert. I'm just not. But yeah, I definitely grew up listening to Slipknot and System of a Down and Stricken and Thousand Foot Crutch. Like I was so big on these. But y'all, like I'm gonna tell y'all, Psychosocial is one of the best songs ever. Psychosocial by Slipknot is one of the best songs I've ever heard. So I definitely want to do a reaction segment where it's rock, like me going down memory lane of my favorite rock songs and my reaction to hearing them, like really focusing. So stay tuned. I might put something out today. I might do that just because I really want to put something like that out. I hate that I can't like play the full songs, but I gotta wait. Yes! Fuck it up! This song is so hard. I played this song like all week, all last week. It's a slap. All right, y'all. So I did my little introduction. I've been on here 10 minutes. We gonna watch the Leo Skeppy new video, and we gonna watch it, talk about it, hear about it, all the stuff. So y'all stay tuned. For those that came on my live earlier, thank y'all. For the ones that are just coming on my live, hello. I am a Johanu. I make content about life and everything around my life, mostly. Music, pop culture, mostly music. I don't really care about pop culture. But music, yeah. You'll hear a lot of things about music and life and my experience as a black woman in society, and as just talking about, I do talk about a little bit about what's going on in media, but I don't know if it's necessarily pop culture. So y'all, this is Leo Skeppy, Enough Downplaying Yourself, Have an Ego, episode 21. He's a really good, if he's a I personally love Leo Skeppy because unlike a lot of people who does his type of content, like um manifesting and all those things and therapeutic content, I don't feel like they understand the pain. So I feel like talking to me soft can only get me so far, or someone being honest and being straightforward on what's going on and being honest about life sucks and being honest that you will go through things. That's life. And that's why I love Leo Skeppy.
People look at you respecting yourself as having an ego.
Yeah.
25,
yeah.
Yeah, we have an ego.
That's something I want to talk about, the ego, because I feel like a lot of times as a woman and as a black woman, they expect you to push your head down and just do it. Like they just want you to have they want you to be grateful to have an opportunity. But when your opportunities are different than everybody else, that shit sucks. And of course, as a human, you're gonna be like, why am I getting these opportunities? And when you know your worth and your self-worth, it's gonna take you a long time to get in the door. You might be lucky. You might be one of those people who just get in the door. But for most of us that are not privileged, it takes us a long time anyway, on top of knowing your self-worth.
Hi, friends. I got a new robe, so we're wearing it for the podcast. A lot of people on TikTok are talking bad and like trying to bully me about my other robe. So I bought two more, and I'm gonna wear this one to piss everybody off. I want to talk about the whole thing around people trying to not have an ego. Having an ego nowadays means you respect yourself. For you to not tolerate disrespect from other people, that is when they do the whole, you have an ego. You just think you're too great. You think you're too this. If people call that having an ego, so be it. Yes, we have egos.
I literally get told like I'm picky, I'm bougie for wanting the simple things. I get told that I'm bougie, and I'm far from bougie. I'm a hippie. I'm a Californian hippie. Like, look at me. I'm such a hippie. But because I have boundaries and I have respect for myself, I get told like, oh, you're picky, you're this, they're label me. And I'm just like, nah, you just don't give a fuck about yourself. That's not my problem. It's not my problem you don't give a fuck about yourself.
When you try to be understanding toward people and the way
right.
they treat you, you are
right.
so understanding.
Yo, he always dropping so many gems. I hope I might have to do a part 1, part 2. Because this video, I'm already on live too long and I got things to do. I gotta get ready for work. But I'm gonna do a part. I might do 3 parts because this is a 30-minute interview, and he always have a 30-minute video, and he always has like Easter eggs in the videos. This is only a minute in the video, and he's already saying stuff that I've been talking about.
Wait,
you make room for excuses and you tolerate disrespect.
Yeah, like when you want to be liked and you want to be a people pleaser and you want people in your life so bad and you're willing to deal with it, that's just for the birds, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that's just for the birds. Like some people, like we all have different experiences for a reason. And some people grew up with a good family, a big family support. And to be honest, those type of people are usually horrible friends. All of my horrible friends have really supportive families, so they don't really care about their friends. And I had the opposite, you know? So, like, people will treat you how you let. I would let people treat me so bad because I used to be a people pleaser and I used to want people in my life to fill in the void. And now as I got older and I got used to the isolation and kind of liking isolation and the city that I live in, to be honest, the city that I live in made me love myself more because I don't like the people out here and I don't really like the fucking city. I tell everybody I like my house, I like my neighborhood, love my neighborhood. I stay in my neighborhood 90% of the time. Love my house, love my neighbors, like I love where I live. But besides that, I don't know where to do, where to go. You know, there's not a lot of hiking trails, nothing to do for me. So yeah.
You tolerate unfair treatment.
Right.
Your first reaction to disrespect.
And another thing, as a black woman, I've been groomed to tolerate mistreatment. I've been groomed to think abuse is normal because a lot of black people historically have endured an extreme amount of abuse to survive and to make it. And a lot of, for generations, it's been passed down to us to be like that and to be strong. And like, I'm one of the few people in my family, if not the only person in my family, that's like, no. Like, no, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to be a part of this. It took me a while because I did want to be accepted by my family, like really or embraced, because I'm accepted by my family, but I wanted to be embraced by my family so much that I was doing things I really didn't want to do and hoping that they were going to be better or more proud and be there for me, and it didn't work. So I'm never going to put myself in a position to feel caged ever again. I just can't. I'm working out. I'm doing gigs right now that I really don't like because it's freedom. I don't like a lot of the things. I have my good days and my bad days, but what I do enjoy is freedom. My mom, like I've been struggling, and my mom was like, "Oh, just go. You have a degree. You could go get a teaching job, a substitute." And she's right. And I told her straight up the other day, Mom, I love you and I know you want the best for me, but your advice has been shitty my whole life. And I've been listening to my mom for a long time until recently, and like her advice did not align with my destiny. So now my destiny and where I needed to be has taken a longer time because I took all these outside paths, and now I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be in an environment. I have trauma from environments, from school, from work, from like being under someone and someone feeling like they're above you and they're your authority. Like, I hate the authoritative thing. I'm such a fucking like, activist, anti-Christ, like, I mean, anti-system, and not anti-Christ. I love God, but I am anti the system. I'm anti-structure. I'm anti all that because I am a hippie, but also it's just, I know that it's not humane. Like, I saw something on the other day. It was like, to be a part of a normal society is to be not human, and that's so true. And I broke down to my mom the other month, and I was like, yeah, I know you. My mom was successful and super successful, and I'm like, Mom, you're successful because you don't care about humanity. Like, you worked with humanity, but you didn't care about being human. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people who make it don't care what they got to do to make it. And a lot of people of color have that mindset.
And people doing bullshit should not be to turn a knife on yourself and try
to forget people of color. A lot of people do that.
Figure out how you can be okay with it. No, we got a list of points to run through. So let's do this. When I say have an ego, what I mean is respect yourself. What I really mean is have a fucking boundary. Having an ego used to mean someone had a very high degree of misplaced confidence. They thought that they could do no wrong. Arrogant, tall, they thought they were better than everybody, justified treating other human beings poorly or less than because they made more money, looked a certain way, achieved certain things, were born into a certain family, whatever. An ego used to mean that. It used to mean such a fragile self-concept, you cannot even entertain the thought that you did something wrong. You can do no wrong. Because for you to even question it, no, you're perfect. That's what being egotistical was all about before.
And
Because
narcissistic.
having an ego is just your self-concept. So we're talking zero accountability. Goose egg, that is what an ego used to be. Like I said, it seems to have changed. So